The teacher got shrunk, and her student tossed her right into some whipped cream. To keep his dad from seeing her, the student sandwiched her between 2 slices of bread.
Should I cut it for you?
No, thanks.
He stuffed the teacher into his lunch bag and chucked it in the trash can by the front door. But when he saw the garbage truck coming down the street, his conscience got the better of him. He fished the teacher back out. Helix was a real troublemaker. All he ever dreamed about was becoming a pilot, but his grades were absolutely terrible. He didn't have a prayer. His mom was a physicist, and his dad stayed home to watch him so his mom could work. But let's be real, what kind of magic can you expect from a guy watching the kids? Pure chaos, obviously.
Breakfast. It's important. Let's go.
One day, Felix accidentally triggered some mechanism and ended up shrinking his teacher, then somehow managed to bring her home by mistake. When she tumbled out of his bag, the teacher took a nasty spill and got a wad of chewing gum stuck in her hair. She was furious. Right then, Felix's mom called. This was literally the only time his dad ever bothered cleaning up. All the junk he swept off the table nearly clobbered the teacher. She ducked behind a coffee mug, but then she overheard Felix's dad giving him careful instructions before taking the call.
Remember, we made a family decision to let Mom work in the States, and that's why we're both gonna make this work, okay?
Halfway through eavesdropping, the teacher suddenly had to pee and rushed to the bathroom, but the toilet was way too high. She couldn't even reach it. Luckily, she spotted a potted plant. Finally, she could relax. Just then, Felix's dad grabbed the plant potted. He wanted to show it off to his wife, but ended up spilling water everywhere. The guy was so clueless, he just gave it a couple swipes and called it good. The next day, Dad overslept and forgot to wake his son up, so the teacher gave him a good smack to get him up. Felix set the teacher down on the dining table, which was covered with everything imaginable. Half-eaten cake and cookies, plus some nasty sticky cheese. The teacher picked it up. Ew, disgusting. Back at school, the teacher poked her head out of the backpack. She heard the school board planning to transform the school into an elite academy. Before the makeover, they wanted to give all the students a midterm exam. The moment Felix heard test, his head started pounding. He quickly tied up the teacher and stuffed her into his pencil case. He was planning to cheat during the exam, but right after finishing the test, he noticed the teacher's clothes were filthy. To keep their partnership going smoothly, Felix headed to the toy store to buy her some clothes. Then his classmate Ella showed up. The teacher quickly pretended to be a doll. Felix scooped up the teacher and bolted, but he slipped and took another tumble, landing right on his backpack with his butt. When he opened the bag and pulled out the teacher, she wasn't moving. Felix started panicking. He tried copying what he'd seen on TV and splashed some bottled water on the teacher's face. In that split second, Ella spotted both the teacher and Felix. Ella gasped that it was so cool. Yeah, in a kid's world, everything's pretty awesome.